Hello everybody, this is Hawkjock, and this is like my third time trying to record this. The first time my microphone was bad, so hopefully this will work this time. I don't know if it will. So, first off, I am playing AD carry Ezreal with Soraka, with Udyr, and with Aurelia. And Fizz is going to be the designated, Fountain Watcher. And this is a 4v5. This is kind of like my debut. I'm going to start a new series. Hopefully it'll help me out. And that's what's going on. Anyway, I'm playing Ezreal. Going to go down here. I'm going to help protect my jungler, help him out whenever I can and wherever I can. And just gonna hold it out here. Hopefully it'll be good enough. And we have 2 AFKers at the start of the game. Aurelia does come back. She's a little late. She has a phone call, but it's completely understandable, and I do not blame anybody for anything at all. I do not blame you unless like you purposely go out and say like, oh yeah, I DC'd on purpose. Like that's not cool. But what we have here is just standard setup. We're just gonna start wolves, go blue, and then figure out. Oh wait, we don't have a mid laner. And then he's gonna go mid, and we're just gonna try and put any hurt that we can down on the bottom lane, and we go and try and carry this game. Carrying a 4v5 is probably one of the best feelings, and I don't want to spoil anything. I want you guys to see what's gonna happen. There's an end game fight that's pretty exciting. And anyway, nothing really going on here. No invades, no anything like that. I think at the beginning of the game they did have. I think they had one of their carries or somebody on their team was also AFK, and so I'm just gonna help out Udyr here. He's gonna get the wolves, beat him, and that was bad. I was trying to hopefully like guess what was going on with that golem, and I guessed like half a second too early, a second too early, and I was like, oh, I'm ashamed. I just wasted mana and a cooldown. Never gonna get that back. Anyway, alright, so I'm against the Leona Graves, a really aggressive high burst damage lane. It's gonna be really annoying. And with Twisted Fate up in the mid lane, we're gonna get ganked a lot too. Twisted Fates love bot lane because like, oh, you're pushed past past river. Here, let me gank that for you. And, like, you can't see it coming with wards. You gotta have team communication. And solo queue, that's like really low, especially at my level. It's nothing like, hey, TF might be coming down to your lane. You might want to back off. It's nothing like that. It's like you gotta know yourself 100% what's going on. I mean, there was one guy that said it like greatly. It's like whenever you die in solo queue, it's your fault. You have nobody to blame but yourself, and I like to take that. I take that to heart. Like you'll see me rage, but I try and excuse it because it's all it is. It's just the heat of the moment, not having a clear head when you're playing screws you over. So here I am, just CSing, trying to beat out this Graves any way I can, because from what it seems, we're gonna have a missing Fizz for most of the game. Which, I am okay with that. I can carry 5v4 games. So, well, now I sound like I'm full of myself when I'm not. I'm a 1250 player. I should not be acting full of myself whatsoever, but here it is. Best AD carry NA. And get me on TSM, I'll carry him through IPL. This is also recorded during IPL. Like, this is an old game. This is like back when Ezreal first got changed. I'm gonna like start bringing more recent games. I'm like currently I'm like powering hard, trying to play with a friend. I'm trying to learn Vayne and how to play her. She is really, really incredibly fun. Her playstyle is so fun, and like it's so rewarding if you play her correctly. If you play her correctly, she can be good at any phase of the game. Like, people talk about how she's so weak early. Like, yeah, she's weak her first 3 levels when she doesn't have her silver bolts or condemned. But once she gets her tumble, her silver bolts, and condemned, she can do anything. Like, she can be in a kill lane. She can be in a farm lane. Well, farm lanes definitely help her out the most because uh, no, there's nothing I'm more scared of in solo queue than a late game lane. It's just one of those things of like, oh, you let Vayne get to late game? Well, GG. It's not fun to like have to fight against a late game. So you know, fighting it out, trying to put any harass I can onto this team. I think Graves has chugged 2 potions now, which is not good for him. And he's just taking 3 harass from Soraka. I think he's gonna like start chugging his last pot, and he's gonna like have to start to back off and miss a lot of CS, which is not good at all for him. Like, Graves excels in the mid game. He's okay late game with his attack speed steroid, and he's really good in the early game. But he excels mid game when his burst just can like 75 to 0 you if he gets the full burst combo and hits you with every single shotgun shell. And it's just so mean. So I get exhausted here by Leona, my essence flux is down, and I don't want to like try and flash without kill. I'm just gonna like fall back. No, I pushed him out of lane and farm more. Like with Soraka, she's gonna be able to heal me back to full here in a good 2 minutes. And I'm gonna be able to like outpoke this Graves because I have unlimited mana because of her. Like Soraka and Ezreal in solo queue, it's such a good support lane. And here I see Lee Sin, I get jumped on by Leona, I essence select Rattle there, and here's Soraka, like, she goes back, and, like, gets ready to block freaking Lee Sin. Like, that's good support right there, and she even burnt her flash, so I didn't have to. It was just textbook. Like, keep your AD around, she was so good. Like, that, even Soraka, like, she had to build AP because of the missing fizz, and she did really well. Like, her heals were so good, and here it is. I even missed the Q. But the ignite and the kicks and everything like that. Look at the best of Lee Sin. Like, if Leona had gotten me with her Zenith Blade first before he went in, I probably would have been dead. But it's one of those things of, you went in, you didn't use your gap closers, you let me arcane shift the Tempest, or the Cripple or whatnot. Yeah, Cripple Tempest. And so now, like, you have no disables on me. I have my auto attack still. It's just, I'm trying anything I can to get this Graves. I really wanted that Graves. That Graves is mine. So funny. But, just gonna keep putting pressure on them. I want them to feel my fury. I want them to, like, I want that kill. And there's a good guy, Leona, taking Qs for Graves. So I just can't, like, walk around and, like, chase him down and kill him behind her. Well, that would have been really risky. God, I'm so tired. Gotta stop staying up until 2 a.m. on the weekends. So, everything's continuing on here. Just farming up. This game is not gonna explode until, like, after Aurelia starts getting fed, and I start getting fed with a good turret dive that Aurelia completely tanked. It was so nice. It was like, Aurelia really, like, facilitated me doing well in this game. Aurelia and Soraka, both, like, Soraka in the early game, Aurelia in the mid game, and I'll carry late game. So, if you want to get clout, good Zenith Blade by Leona, good pick started by Twisted Fate. I forced his flash by using my flash, which, it would have been close. I don't even know if I would have survived after the flash. I probably wouldn't have. I had a prop chugging on my lap, and I had Rocket heal on me, but she didn't have her ultimate. But I think, yeah, no, she didn't have her ult. Neither of us had our ults, and, it was just a good gank. Yeah, like I said, it was lack of communication. If I could have, like, heard, oh, Udyr would have said, like, oh, he's coming down bot, I would have been like, oh, okay, and I would have gotten out of range of Leona, and I would have, like, arcane shifted the gold card, and I would have been able to get away with a flash at the most. So, anyway, just going down, and that's also another thing, when I've, like, seen that I play mid lane, it's like, Akali, Evelynn, Evelynn is still good. Alex each played Evelynn a lot at IPL, and Evelynn is still good. But, oh my god, he's playing APE, man. Like, well, Alex each is playing APE in IPL, and he's getting Yi banned against him. Like, people are like, oh, he cannot play against his APE. It's something I never thought I'd see, was like APE getting banned at professional level play. But yeah, it's like he's gotten 2 pentakills with it. It's like ridiculously strong. It's like all he does is he sits there, he uses his Q once, and then he heals, and he waits for the cooldown. Like while you're healing, you're basically indestructible on APE because you heal just so much. And like if they try and focus you, then the rest of your team will just destroy them. And if they don't focus you, then you'll just like, oh, now my cooldowns are off, now I'm gonna Q through all your team, then I'm gonna Q through all your team again, then I'm gonna Q through all your team again, and I'm gonna get the flash pentakill. So, coming up on the 12-minute mark, getting about halfway through this commentary. Graves never really goes aggressive. Like, that's the thing, it's like, once I got ahead in the poke war, and like, Soraka was doing well, keeping me up for everything, they just couldn't go aggressive, and that's so bad for the early lane. If you just can't go aggressive, it's just, like, heart-wrenching. Just mean. And I think here, well, here, I'll try and force a kill. Al probably could have gotten that kill if Al wasn't stupid. Like, I was maxing, Q, which is really stupid, and I regret that decision now, because I was doing so well before the Ezreal nerfs, and I was like, oh, Ezreal's nerfed now. His W just can't be the same. Like, he has his arcane shift with his E, and he has his, I think it's like Essence Flux. I think Essence Flux is his W. Yeah, but, yeah, and it's just like one of those things of, what do I do now? And I didn't actually sit down and do the math until like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, oh wow, it doesn't really like work out. Q damage does not beat the base magic damage that W gives on Ezreal until you get about 180. 110 about. Because the 100% AP ratio, but I think at max rank it's like 185. So it's something less, like 75 AD, which is still a good amount of AD, which you do need to get. And that's it's a BF sword, a couple Thorns, and by that time you're past level 9 usually, and that's when you're getting like level 10, level 11, and that's when you start like leveling up your Q anyway. So it's still better to max your W because of the base damage that it gives you, and it gives you so much ability to poke. Like, they want to come and try and, kill a minion, you can just poke them with your W. It goes through minions, you stay safe, and they get hurt. Like, I remember playing against a Caitlyn, and I was maxing Q. I just couldn't do anything to it, because, she'd auto-attack harass me behind her minions, and I couldn't return fire or anything, because Q doesn't go through minions, and then I go to E, and, like, Nunu jumps on me, and just destroys me, and I'll try and Q, and she just hides behind minions. Not fun. But then I realized, oh, I was just building it. I was just building Ezreal wrong. I was leveling him so incorrectly that it was hurting the final, like the final product of what was going on. So, just keep going here. Just finishing up everything that's going on. So, let's see. Nothing much is really going on here. Yeah, well, well, there's like nothing going on here. It's just a lot of poke back and forth. There's really nothing going on. Like, low replay is okay. It's not that great. I should probably, like, look for some, like, actual games. But I don't know if I'm gonna get good games, so I don't have that good of a hard drive. I can't, like, put 120 gigabytes and then, like, go in and find... Alright, here's the kill. Flash banana. The banana saves. Gets the kill. Do the bananas get bigger the longer that they fly? Because that banana got huge. So, just continuing through here. Just playing it out. Just, trying to do well. It's alright. It's just, not much is just going on. It's just farming up. It's not going to explode here until after the laning phase. After the laning phase, 17, 18 minutes into the game, it just explodes. And Aurelia helps facilitate everything so hard. And so, I guess while we're waiting for that time, I guess I can talk about what I'm planning on doing with this channel and what's going to be going on here. Because why not? It's all fun, right? So, what I'm planning on doing is, what I noticed is that a lot of players, a lot of people, they like to watch pro gamers and stuff like that, like to get better. And it's like, but a lot of people really like the whole thing of, well, low level players getting their gameplay analyzed. So what if I just analyze my own gameplay as I improved? And that's what I want to do. And I want to improve, and I want to get better. And I see that TF ult is coming down, and I'm just like, I should probably press this. But TF ult was in top lane, so I kept pressing it. So, excuse me. What am I doing with this channel? Alright, my goal, my whole dream is to be a high level gamer. I want to be able to follow my dream of being able to do something with video games. And if I have to, like, work hard and do anything, I will definitely do it. Because I want to be able to, you know, have fun and just, you know, live a dream that nobody else has, like, even supported me on. So I really want to do this. I use my ult here to clear minions and, like, try and push the wave where I can go B. Because I have, like, a ton of money, I wanted to go get a BF sword. But I ended up staying because, like, it's Soraka, she's just gonna keep me for the minute, and I'm gonna get my cooldown off on my ult. Yeah. Alright, so back to talking about the channel. Alright, and so this is gonna be the main series of the channel. I will be doing other things as, like, other things come up, and I might get a little more popular, more subscribers, and I might want to deliver more content. But the main thing about this channel is it's going to be my Zero to Hero series. And that's why I'm going to be going from my 1200 Elo Zero status to working hard and climbing the ladder, and I'm going to actually try and do something successful with my gaming career. And I say gaming career, I actually have a career out of it, and I don't yet. But hey, it's okay. Small baby steps first, right? And this is a big step for me. And so, anyway,
Not much going on here. I think it's not here. Well, it is here. It is here. I made like a daring play. I was so happy after I made this play. I was like, okay, Grace is low. Here comes the flash. Q. Done. And I was like, yeah, I got that. I was so happy. I was so happy when I hit that. I was like, yes, I hit it. I thought I was gonna wasted flash. It's like, and I gotta say, Soraka probably saved me by using her ult there too. Okay, so this is where it actually does pick up, because I keep staying in lane. I should have gone back. I should have gone back, and that might be my love booster, but I didn't. I was stupid, and I should have gone back. And I was like completely bad on my part, because I should have like recognized, oh, they can kill me at any point that they want to. I should probably go back, but I didn't. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here. Like, oh, here it comes. Like, oh, I'm gonna walk away. Yeah, I'm gonna get away. Nope. TFO. No! Sorry, hear me. Nope. Make sure she survives. Well, she lives here. She's health planting. Okay. So Aurora, she looks like she's having a hard time. And she is when it comes to turrets, but she's playing it smart. Alright, and here I go. Here I go being a badass, so full of myself. Now I was just like irritated. I was like tired of getting ganked by TF and like dying to his hands. And I was just like, you know what? You're the luckiest SOB ever. Like, you get a 5v4 as Twisted Fate. And not only is it a 5v4, but it's a 5v4 that the mid laner disappears, so you get free roam. Which is like, oh, it's so infuriating. I do not like Twisted Fate free roam. I wish Twisted Fate would just die. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna carry this game. No, I'm gonna carry this game because of you. Because you've irritated me. And, just Raj. Because I think I carried the game. I don't know. Some people say that, you know, Aurora definitely like facilitating me to be able to carry the game. Like, to win team fights and stuff like that. And, like, at this point, I was just, like, zen moding it right now. I was just like, I'm gonna get this. And I was just, like, calm, relaxed about everything. I know what's going on the map. And whenever I play ranked, like, when I play normals, you know, everything's okay. When I play ranked, it's like I go into a zen mode. I was like, oh, I know what I must do to win this. Like, oh, you get more serious. So I'm gonna get crapped on here by Grove because I'm like totally like ahead of myself and I missed all of my skills. It's like I missed 2 rounds of cooldowns here in a little bit. It's just so bad. Well, he stops up and he's like getting aggressive. He's got road buffs. He's got road buffs. He's really chasing me. It's like I'm trying, like, and like I said, I'm max Q, so it was like, I had no flash, and he had road buff, and I didn't. Like, once he started auto attacking me, he was just able to, like, take me down with road buff, and I had a creeper right in front of him. And I didn't, like, have the, angle to get else, well, I didn't have angle to get Mystic Shot on him. Oh, what I know is Mystic Shot, Essence Flux, E is, Arcane Chip, and R is True Shot Barrage. Yeah, I can be a caster now. But, Aurelia got me up to, like, farm and, you know, protect everybody now. And at this time, I'm like, no longer in Zen mode. I'm just playing reactively. Like, I need to calm down. Like, I stopped. I alt tabbed and like I started some music. And yeah, I just go in the lane here. And, well, yeah, being a boss, just helping out the lanes. I think, where do I go? I go bot lane again. Oh, so I was like, oh, let's get this tower, let's go top, let's go up mid, and stuff like that. At this point, we find out, hey, Italy's gone. Yay, Italy. Like, yeah, I get to stay out of the smoke bomb. I'm so tired. Ugh. I've been, like, doing stuff like watching IPL and playing lots of League. Like, I think my day for the last few days has been consistently watch IPL until about 10 a.m. and then play League until 1 a.m. It's just horrible. I'm a high school student. I shouldn't be staying up until 1 on the weekends. But I do. I stay up until 2 on the weekdays anyway, so I'm a horrible student. That's why I'm chasing my dreams, because I can't be a good student. And yeah, I sent a true shot barrage down top lane. And I think here really gets the kill. Yeah, really gets the kill. And here is where this dive that I was talking about really completely supported this dive. So I like pre-recorded this. Like I was talking and the recorded voice was so horrible. Like I couldn't even like stand it. Like I have pretty low standards. This is my first video and I couldn't even stand it. Like I'm. Here I go. Get killed by a fucking asshole pussy face. Meh. But yeah, the voice quality is just so bad, and I need to get a new mic, and I will as soon as I possibly can. But I'm just poor. I have no money. I could probably go borrow a headset off my brother, which probably has a better mic, and I could use that if this recording doesn't come out good. Which I'll end up mentioning this recording is how bad it was. So, just clearing everything out, making sure everything's going well. Yeah, I got blood thirst from it, yeah. And I was just like, yeah, let's play aggressive. And I'm like, cool, let's just fucking do it. I got your back. I got my Ruby Crystal, I got my Bloodthirster, I got my Double Thorns, I got my attack speed boots, let's do it, I got your back. And so, we go in here. We're all grouping as 4 now. And it's getting close to the time that I, like, actually start picking up damage over his grave. Like, his burst damage starts flying off, his mid-game damage starts flying off. And, like, I start picking up more damage with my Qs and my Ws and my mobility is a lot greater. And my True Shot Barrage is on an even shorter cooldown than his collateral damage. So, I'm just gonna like title this Yawn Fest or something like that. Cause like a fucking laning phase is boring. It's like, I don't know why, like maybe I'm just like stroking myself off, but this is like one of my favorite games because it was 4v5 and it was pretty incredible what happened. And I just wanted to like have a good impression, like show that hey, there's decent gameplays even at low levels. And it's like, you know, elo system. I don't know if I like it or not. I wish that there was I wish that you could get a bigger difference between like wins and losses. Here, of course, he was gonna like try and put his red card on me. I don't know why he pulled a red card. He probably failed, which is like it's red, gold, blue. So he should have pulled a gold card, but he probably was like a little bit half a second. Good thing about Ezreal is if you got Bloodthirster, you can go take Dragon whenever you want, but like it's not even like relative right now. Like here's another good dive by Aurelia. Five waves. Like this is where I actually start getting more damage. Like I was so happy to have this amount of damage that I suddenly had because I was able to actually have
the last hits on kills, so I was able to get a lot more money. Like, the amount of assists that I got from bot lane was because, like, it was either I had to finish the kill or there was no kill because it was a Soraka and we didn't get any ganks. So it wasn't like something like I was 0-7. Like there were a bunch of kills in my lane and I still had gold because of it. It was something like I was 3-4. Well, we got ganked a bunch and we got TF ult ganked and it was actually a pretty difficult lane. As much as I was able to push around Graves and like show him how I mean business, that's just what I just couldn't like. I couldn't 1v1 him. Obviously, Soraka has to build AP because we need damage and big heals. Like, mixing in that little bit of AP on those heals is so nice. Because they just, like, big heals. Push. You hit all those minions. All four of those minions, they just, like, died. So, like, awesome. What awesome free shot for us. I don't know why else is flex there. Out. My essence flex. I can't shift it. I'm just gonna stop using the names of skills and I'm just gonna... okay, so I went over to goals. Yeah, I like did some quick math in my head and I was like, okay, I can get Zeal and Phage if I just have a little more vote. And it's like, everybody's gotta keep their hopes up, like, why? And I'm like, it's fine, we'll carry. Here I wait. I just wait here. And I'm just like, God. So I did need more gold. So nice, Zeal. Voice crack. So, what's going on at this point is now it's gotten to the point where one team fight is gonna help decide this game. Like one person getting caught, one person messing up, one person doing anything incorrectly is gonna cost the other team the game. Like, it's gonna cost their team the game. And so I'm creeping up on 95. Oh yeah, I got my Zeal closing shop, walking off. Okay, so now we're about ready to group. I don't know where Soraka's going. Oh, okay, Soraka's going to push back in Italy. Because, Soraka's best 1v1er in the game. She has incredible sustained damage because she has so much heals. So it's like, if she gets jumped on and bursted, she's done. Like, jumped on, ignited, and burst, done. It's dead right there. She's just so squish. It's like, yeah, it goes through. Playing against her with any melee